Hey everyone, this is Srinivas here, and you are watching Tricks and Codes. Yeah, we have created a controller class in the last video, but don't you think that we can create another controller class where user can able to request the data from? We will see it now. We will try to create one more class called login. So let's try to create new class, and I'm naming it as login. Then I'm giving the rest controller annotation on top of the class and request mapping, and I'm giving the login URL, and now creating a new method called public string login. We will return this as a login page. So yeah, um, and we forgot one thing, that we need to add the get mapping annotation. Now let's try to run this application. Now let's go to the browser, refresh the page. Okay, it's working now. Let's go to the login URL. See, we got the login page. Like, we got the output login page. So how Spring will do this? When you say you have different layers like controller, service, DAO or registry, and when the user sends the request to the server, then there will be a friend controller exist before the controller layer, and this will actually checks which URL the user has requested for, and it will direct that URL to that particular controller class. So this way we can create as many as controller classes we want. Okay, till this point it is fine. Like, when we go to the home page, we are getting the login page and we are getting the output. Everything is fine. But are we really getting the data that which we are actually looking for? No, right? So basically we want to send output in the form of data for particular entities. Let's say I am looking for the list of to-do tasks which contains to-do task ID, the title and description. So we want this type of data as an output. So to get this data as an output, we actually don't want to see the data in the form of text, right? And even for the UI, it is difficult to convert this text into data format, right? So for that, we are using a format called JSON. You can also use XML, but we are preferring the JSON format for this series of videos. So basically what I want to do now is I want to convert the object into form of the data. So for that, let's create a new class to do tasks, and we add some attributes of this class. So let's say private int, it's capital int id, and private string titles. Then the next one, private string description. And the last one, status. So for that, untype private boolean status. You want to know the status, right? Whether we have completed it or not. So for that one, we have creating the status. And yeah, like we have created this class, but we want to let the Spring know that we want to create an object for this class, right? By the IOC container. So as we want to create an object of this class by the IOC container, we can use @component annotation on top of the class. And also I am using @data annotation from Lombok. So this Lombok annotation will basically help us in creating getters, setters, and even constructors for this class. Okay, we have created this class, but when I say the controller layer is responsible for providing us the required data, then that means it is actually not directly getting the data from the database. The controller layer is getting the data from the service layer. So we can use the database connectivity in the upcoming videos, but for now, we will manually create a data from the service layer. So when I say service layer, it is basically a class, right? So let's go and create a new class called to do service. Let's name it to do service, and we will create a list of to do task object. So for that we will type private list of to do tasks, and we will mention the object name as to do tasks. And to create the objects, let's type array dot as list and new to do tasks. So first one we need to mention the id one, and we need to mention the title. I'm mentioning it as assignment, and the next one is description. So for that I'm mentioning I need to complete the assignment, and finally the status I am giving it as false. So yeah, it's giving some error, but we'll see it in the later. Now we will just create one more object, new to do task, and the second one. So let's say the second title as seminar, and for this description we can mention as need to prepare the PPT for the seminar, and we mention this status as also false. So that's it. I think these two are enough, but we are getting some error right here. I think the Lombok is not working correctly. So to fix that, we actually need to go to the settings of IntelliIDEA, and we need to go for plugins, and we need to search for Lombok. So make sure you are in the marketplace, not in the installed one, and you need to select the first one, Lombok, and you need to install it. I have already installed it in my machine, so I'm skipping it now. And the next part which we want to go now is you need to open the build execution deployment, and under that we need to go to compiler, and under that we need to go to the annotation processors, and here we need to select our project, and we need to click on the obtain processor further from the class path, and that's it. We can click on apply, and then yeah, that's it. Click on OK, and I think we need to restart this IntelliIDEA. So let me quickly do that. So yeah, I have closed and reopened the IntelliIDEA, and when I see we have still got these error messages, maybe something missed actually. So let's go to settings again, and go to that build execution deployment path and compiler, then annotation, and I think we actually missed enable annotation processing actually. So just click on apply, and then click on OK or close. and we need to restart it again, but still we are getting the same error. So let's open the to do task, and here we need to mention it as all argument constructor, and I think, oh yeah, it's gone now. See, the error is gone now. So yeah, now we can send this as a list of the to do tasks. So for that we will create a method called public list of to do task get list, to do task get list, and we will return these to do tasks. So yeah, we have created this method, and we forgot to mention this class as a service class. So just tap at the red service annotation at top of the class, and now we will move to the controller layer, and we'll try to call the get list method of the service class from the controller class. So for that you need to create an object. So let's create that private to do service, and so yeah, we have declared this object. So actually we need to inject this object as an dependency right here. So for that we need to mention at the rate auto white annotation on top of this class. So this will handle the dependency injection for this to do service object, and now we will try to call the to do service dot get list method from the get list method of controller class. So for that type to do service dot get list, I think we need to change the return type of this method to list of to do task, and yeah, we can proceed to start the application. So let's go to the main class and click on right click and try to run the app. So actually it is taking some time to start the application. Let's wait for it, and seems like we got an error. Consider defining a bean type of int. I think there is something wrong with this code. So yeah, let's give me some time. So yeah, I got it. Like, I think we need to mention at the rate no argument constructor on top of this class and need to restart the application. See, now the error is gone, and I think we are good to open the browser. So let's change the URL to homepage, and see, we got the output that which we are actually looking for. And I'm just clicking on the pretty print. This will actually shows us the data in a correct format. We have got the output that which we require. So yeah, that's it for the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, please like this video, share with your friends, and do subscribe to this channel.